Yeah, thank you for having me here on stage. Proud to be able to present Carzapp. Before I start with the slides, I would like to know who of you owns a car here in the room? Okay, around about 80, 90%, pretty much average, what I expected. Nice. So who of you is with their private car here at this event? 3, 4 hands, so less than 10%. So the other ones, I would like to ask you, what would you say if I'd offer you, let's say, 50, 60 euros if you leave tomorrow and go back to your car and you have, for example, money for a full gas tank? Who would like that? Hands up, please. Just for free. 50, 60 euros? Okay, a little shy, but some people would like the money, so you might have an idea what I'm going to talk about. That's exactly what Carzapp does. It's not totally for free. We want your car when you don't need it. So, what is Carzapp doing? We are in the car sharing market, and we found that we have a lot of cars on the street, like yours right now, that stand around idle on the street, not being used, which is, in our eyes, a huge waste of resources, and especially if you're a car owner, you'll know that it costs you a lot of money. You have to pay for the car itself, or the monthly rate to rent it, or to lease it. You have to pay a lot for petrol, for gas, for insurance, and all the stuff that comes along, the paperwork and repair costs that you have with your car. So it's quite a costly point, but you have a reason to have a car because you want individual mobility. Now, if you don't have a car, you save all this stuff. You save the insurance, you save the car and space, and from time to time you have a problem. You want a car, you need a car. For example, if you came today to Düsseldorf and try to get here without a car, it's going to be difficult. There are other startups that offer ride sharing, but I tried it. I didn't get here with ride sharing, so I needed to take a taxi. Another option would be a car that you drive yourself. So from time to time you need a car for the reason to get to the train, it's bad weather, you want to do grocery shopping, go to IKEA, go to holidays with the family and a lot of luggage, then you do need a car. But you're not going to buy one for the whole year if you don't have one right now, you have your reasons. So that's where we come in. We match these needs and these problems of the people and offer solutions for both parties. For the car owners, of course, we have the option to earn money. So like I said, you could earn money with your car right now. We have developed a hardware solution, which we'll talk about in a minute, more in detail, but this helps you to rent out your car right now when you're sitting here in this nice foundation, in this nice museum here, and somebody else can drive your car and open it with a smartphone, if you allow them to do, of course. So you keep control of your car, and your car is insured while somebody else drives it. So whenever anything might happen, an accident can always happen, it's not your trouble, not your problem. We have an insurance solution that is put upon every rental. Now, what about the renters? The renters, of course, get access to cars which they normally don't have. They can choose from a wide model diversity and model variety, choose the right car depending on price, distance to where they are. It's easy for them to get into the car with a smartphone once you approve the rental, and they are also insured so they don't get in trouble if they do an accident. What is so special about us? Because you might have heard about peer-to-peer or private car sharing. There are companies outside, like Fabienne just mentioned, there she sits, that we have had 5 or 6 peer-to-peer car sharing companies. Now it's down to 4. What is the differentiation? It's our unique solution, the ZappKit. The ZappKit is this box that I was talking about earlier, which lets somebody get into your car with a smartphone. It has an authentication process along with it, so not everybody around you can get into your car. Of course, you keep the control. The ZappKit has an immobiliser attached to it, so if somebody tries to steal your car or is going somewhere where they're not allowed to go, we get a silent alarm, so you won't even realize it if you're the thief or the person mistreating the vehicle. By the point mistreating, we also have an accident tracker. So if somebody makes an accident with your car and doesn't say that they did it, we can prove it later on. It's all included in this one tiny box which we developed in-house, which is our next USP, that we are the only car sharing company worldwide that has developed an automotive certified hardware solution which we can use, which is cheap and integratable into every car that's out here in Germany and in the world that has a central locking system, which is most of the cars. So, how do we try to get to the critical mass, to profitability? Of course, it's important for us that we have a high density of cars, so that people can use the service and start using the service and see it as comfortable as we try to make it. So we've started an e-mobility project in the region of Berlin-Brandenburg, which will launch next year. We have partners from the car manufacturer side, which are Renault and Peugeot. We have industrial partners like E.ON and IT partners like Capgemini. So what we're doing is we, like Renault and Peugeot, provide electric cars for private people. We install the Zapkit up front. The people have their car, can get a refund, or a rebate on this car, so it's going to be as cheap as a normal conventional car. And you can earn money with your car by renting it on the platform. And what we want to show is that electric cars, even though they are expensive, do make sense, but only if we can make it a mass market and get it into the private sector. So far, we're only on the business sector in fleets and stuff, so we want to show that with private car sharing, it makes sense also to use electric vehicles. How does this work? Well, Carzapp provides fixed amounts of rebate through our partners, not directly us, but I wanted to make it not more complicated here. And you can earn money through our platform by giving us the car from time to time when somebody wants to rent it and you don't need it. Somebody's renting the car, giving us the money, we keep our provisions, so the exact same example on business case that I explained to you before. Our team, we are 8 people at the moment. We just hired 3 more people, which will start next year. And we're funded by business angels so far. We're looking for an investment of 1 million euros to launch the beta phase in Berlin. The ZappKit is in the certification process at the moment. We just ordered the first ones today to be punished in the laboratories with a lot of tests. And also we're looking for, I'm going to finish this up, we're looking for industrial partners who are interested in pilot projects. We are looking for fleet management side. We want to provide the ZappKit to integrate into business fleet systems and of course into customers for the showcase project and for our service. So please feel free to approach me later if you're interested in this concept. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oliver. Any question? 1, 2 questions to Oliver?
You talk about the ZappKit. Do you have a patent on that?
Yes, we found a new way to install this because it's very important. Thank you for asking that question. To get it down to this price level of around about 200 euros or less for the kit. So we needed to find a new way to do a car sharing hardware solution. This is also what differentiates our solution from the other solutions. And this new method we patented, and I was sure then that nobody can copy it.
My question is, what do you do to overcome barriers in the kind of gut feeling of people sharing their car? Because I often observe that the business model is totally economic from a rational point of view, but still the customers do not do it. And you say, well, the insurance, the total loss of the car is covered, but I think there are more things. You may have private things in your car. It's a concern, do I really get it if I urgently need it? And I would even hesitate to say, my flat is available as well, but still I do not offer to foreign people to use my flat where I'm not there. So is there anything in your business model to overcome these gut feeling barriers of the customers?
Well, thank you for that question. Like you mentioned Airbnb and these flat renting companies. So we are pretty much what you explained, Airbnb for cars. So that's exactly our target group. We focus on people who see their car as an asset to get to work and to use it, but who don't see it as their, let's say, second wife or hobby or whatever. So there is quite a big fraction, of course, in Germany especially, of people who love their car. We have 40 million, more than 40 million private cars in Germany, and this fraction of the people that don't love their car as their baby is, you could call it a niche of, let's say, 10-20% prospectively, but this niche is so big that it's very interesting for us. So what we need to do to get this critical mass that you explained that you need to have a car spontaneously available close by is to get the number of cars up that are on the street. And we've presented our concept on the CeBIT this year, and we have enough pre-registrations in Berlin of people that want to share their car, that are willing to immediately start. And of course, this is where our marketing also goes, to keep it in short. I would like to explain you more details in person later, because I'm running out of time here.
Oliver, thank you. One more question.
One last question? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, very much related to Urban's question. How do you deal with the service element, which I very much appreciate about the commercial offerings? The car is always clean, it's full, the gas tank is filled up. I have children. Children are the worst thing to the car, even more difficult than the driver itself. And I don't want to have other people's children messing up my car, or I don't want to get in a car that's totally messed up or messy. How do you deal with that element?
Okay, yeah. Well, first of all, everybody is supposed to keep the car clean and as they found it. So we have a rating system so that you can rate the other person, the other party, when the car was dirty, when you took it over, or when it was dirty, when it came back. So you have an interest in keeping it clean. And of course, sometimes stuff happens with children. They throw up or whatever, something might happen. You might spill some coffee or whatever. So we try to keep people aware of this fact that they take care of this car, which is not theirs, but it's a private relationship. So you treat the car different than renting a car at Sixt, so for example, where you know there's somebody who almost earns nothing per hour, doesn't really care about the car, and here you go to somebody who knows you, who will know you later on, and you treat it like your friend's car. And we will make sure, of course, that these things will be taken care of. In the beginning, it's going to be like that you need to clean it yourself. We are, of course, thinking in the future of taking service plans in, and this is also already in the development.